Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Friday, the 10th of December, comes to you from London. And quite a turbulent day in energy markets yesterday. This is the emissions chart. We hit 90 euros, really struggled at that level, and then just fell all the way back to 80, just very sharply through the day. So quite a big downside move there. And now we've really got this trading range of 80, 90. That's going to be the key to watch. Of course, if we go above 90, that's bullish. If we go below 80, that's short-term bearish. And really, cloud support on the 60-minute chart is around the 75 mark. So we've just got to watch for a fall through that level. We've got targets to 75.50, a downside target to 80 this morning, another upside one to 87, which is not yet activated. That would be activated with the move above 82.80. That's what you've got to watch. These 1-minute charts are going to be really important. And don't forget to play with your box sizes to get more granularity to your charts. So that's going to be really quite key there. So looking at the energy mix, we just start with Brent Crude. It's slightly up this morning. We've gone out neutral on most products to clients this morning, purely because we're in these trading ranges now, and we've got to wait for which way the range breaks. A move below 70 on WTI would be bearish for the price, so that's what we've got to watch. US NatGas seems to have found a bottom, just building a bit of a base here. No great big upside targets, so again we're neutral, and we do have these big downside targets hanging over us as well. Coal is actually sitting at 115 this morning, trying to recover through that cloud. This $100 mark is really important for coal, so that's we're away from that at the moment. And of course, we just talked about emissions. Gas prices are up about 2.5% this morning, so we've got quite strong support there on MBP and some good upside targets. So it's looking better. We on TTF Dutch gas, which is the main European contract, of course. This 105 level is quite key. If we can break above that, then that would certainly be bullish for the price. But again, we've got some good upside targets, and the picture is sort of improving as we go this morning. So gas looking quite strong. German power got hit yesterday. It has, of course, had this massive leap to new highs. We're coming to the end of the cow, and we're seeing here this 190, 175 range is quite key. And again, we've gone out with that to clients this morning. Looking at Cal 23, again, a massive engulfing candle there yesterday on the daily chart. So interesting to see how we go from here. But at the moment, it's still bullish above the short-term trend there. And Nordic Power, we've seen this morning, little change here. We're just seeing that this morning with clients, so that's quite key. Looking through to the main markets, we've got the US dollar is sitting slightly higher. It has just fallen away the last couple of days, but we are still, as we go, we're just pushing through that cloud on the lagging line. And so that's the theme, really. Dollar strength, euro weakness. We are already through the cloud on the long-term chart for the euro. Some big downside targets there. Sterling sitting at 132, the lowest level we've seen for sterling in over a year now against the dollar, just pushing lower all the time. Yesterday we saw those lows. We've got downside targets even lower, so sterling looking relatively weak against the dollar. And also against the euro, we've had growth figures out in the UK this morning, and the spectre of interest rate rises is now disappearing in the UK. Looking at the Bitcoin chart, we're back below the $50,000 mark, so that's quite key. So we are just pulling back there. So Bitcoin's just showing its weakness. We've seen the US market was down 0.4% on the S&P 500 index. So the broader index being hit, but the NASDAQ was up just under 1%. So looking stronger there on tech majors, which is driving that. Looking at the futures this morning, we've got the S&P future up 0.2%, the NASDAQ E-mini up by a similar amount. The VIX volatility sitting steady at 21. We're seeing European markets down. We've got the DAX down 0.4% in Germany. So that's quite key. Not really enough to recover the lost ground. We are back above the cloud here, but it's really a very flat market versus the US. Japan was down 0.75%. The Hang Seng down over 1%. The Evergrande's shares still weighing heavily on the market there, and we are still bearish on that daily cloud. It's just starting to cross a little bit, but generally speaking, it's bearish for most of the Asian markets. Looking at soft commodities, we've got wheat down 0.6%. Gold really struggling still, sitting at 1770, and US 10-year yield sitting at 1.52%. Again, the spectre of interest rates rises in the US going away, so that's helping the bond market. The yields are up, bonds are slightly down, but overall we are just seeing a steady market there. The big one is really that we're seeing tech stocks driving higher in the US, and so that continues. That's it for today. Have a great weekend. Until Monday, happy charting. See you then.